Good evening, lads and lasses. Welcome to the stream. I am Suave Beardson, and you can see here I've got the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I am playing the unofficial fan-made PC port that was released within the last year or so. What's great about this port is just the quality of life updates that have been added to it. One of which I will talk about right off the bat is the frame rate. The original game runs at a 20 frame per second frame rate. So with this port, you can customize the frame rate. So I've got this currently set to 60 frames per second, which is absolutely wonderful. It's so much better to look at. I have, as much as I love my older games, that I grew up on, some of them are just difficult to look at these days. And the 60 frames per second frame rate definitely helps with that. It's just much smoother. And then there's also mod support built into the game, which is fantastic. But already just running this at, because the game automatically matches your monitor's resolution. So this is 1080p resolution, 60 FPS. So if you have like a 4K monitor, then it'll automatically display in 4K, so on and so forth. It is still the original music. The music has not been changed, and right now none of my mods are active. One of the things that's really nice is, and I'll showcase this at any point requested, basically. So these are all the original textures. There's no mods running right now. And the only mods that I have installed right now are the original, or not original, are texture mods. I don't have anything that replaces, animations or anything like that. There is a couple model replacers as well. Also, nice to see you, Alert. Thanks for stopping by. But with the tab button on my keyboard, I can turn all of my visual mods on and off with the press of a button, which is fantastic. Which is really nice for direct comparisons and things like that. What's up, Grim? So one thing I'll do right now is I'm gonna press the tab key, and you'll see how much different it looks, especially the sky. So I'm currently running a handful of mods. There's not a lot. I've got an HD texture pack running on this, so it takes all the existing textures in the game and upscales them and makes them look nice, so that like the grass and things like that. This game was also remade or remastered. It was remastered for the 3DS, and so a lot of the textures in that were also upgraded. But in a little bit of a different style. So I've got a handful of the 3DS textures as well, because they actually, it really helped make the backgrounds look nicer. Because a lot of the, like, when you go into the city market and stuff like that, the buildings are all just like static images. And so even those looked kind of on, with the HD texture pack. So the 3DS textures are in there as well. There's a couple of them. They're mostly for the backgrounds and stuff. I also have a couple mods from the same guy. I will link all of these in the description when I upload this on YouTube. I'll link every mod that I'm using. But Link has been completely replaced with the Twilight Princess model, Link, rather than the in-game one. All of the NPCs and bosses have been changed to either Twilight Princess NPCs or Twilight Princess inspired NPCs. The bosses also aren't taken directly from Twilight Princess, but they're just kind of inspired by the the look and the artistry of Twilight Princess. The guy did a fantastic job from what I've played. I've only played up until the end of the Deku Tree, just to make sure this was all going to function. The trees were also... he just actually released another mod within the last week, which replaces, like, a lot of the just miscellaneous objects. The rupees, some of the scenery rocks, the trees, things like that. So at this point, I don't think there's a texture that's untouched in this game. So I've got the HD texture pack, I've got the 3DS texture pack, I've got I believe there's 3 Twilight Princess style mods that I have installed. And yeah, this game just looks fantastic. The increased frame rate and resolution, it looks great. Now, there is a known bug with the Twilight Princess NPCs mod. And it will cause this game to crash, I think, towards the very end of the game. So there's at least one known crash that's known with that mod directly. He hasn't had a fix for it yet. Hopefully there will be soon. So it's possible that I might have some issues, because I haven't played this all the way through. I've only played to the end of the Deku Tree with these mods in place, just to make sure it's going to play and going to function. But at any point, if requested in the chat, you can request that I press the tab key so we can go back and forth and just kind of check out. You can see how the trees look different. So I can go back and forth whenever I want. So we can really compare the looks. But enough rambling. Let's get into this now. I also have there is one other mod that I forgot that I have, and it replaces all of the button prompts on screen with PlayStation button prompts, because I'm using a DualSense controller. So this is my test file, so I'll just go with file 2. And you can also, there's a randomizer, which randomizes like your item pickups and your enemies and all that stuff. And then there's a boss rush, and then there's also a Master Quest version of this. Master Quest was like a reimagining of Ocarina of Time with different, dungeon layouts and enemies and things like that. But here we go. This is going to be my first full playthrough on this game in probably over 20 years. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. In the vast, deep forest of Hyrule, long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. So, some of the, like the Twilight Princess character models like Link is a little bit darker, but I think Twilight Princess in general was just a darker game, where this game was, really bright. Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. O Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it, the climate of evil descending upon this realm? Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now. Find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly. The fate of the forest, nay, the world depends upon thee. It's getting serious already. Navi can't find him. He's looking for him. Hello, Suave. Wake up. The great Deku tree wants to talk to you. Suave, get up. Hey, come on, Suave. Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? You finally woke up. I'm Navi the Fairy. The great Deku tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The great Deku tree has summoned you, so let's get going, right now. So even though this does have widescreen support, certain areas like Link's house, you know, are still in their original 4:3 ratio because there's just nothing else there. But there's how it looks originally, and that's how it looks with the mods. So that just looks amazing. And then also, as mentioned, I have the PlayStation button prompts on screen. This port has a customizable HUD, so you can move things wherever you want. You know, so instead of having the C buttons on screen, I've got, you know, X, circle, square, and triangle. I've got the D-pad and the R1 button as well, and that's also in here as well. And Link is also animated in here, so sure, we'll make a save. So let's get going. But yeah, the music in this game, dude, it'll get stuck in your head for days. Like, ever since I played just through this little bit, these songs have gotten stuck in my head so easily. Yahoo! Hi, Suave! Wow, a fairy. Finally, a fairy came to you, Suave. Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kokiri, Suave. Is that right? The great Deku tree has summoned you? It's quite an honor to talk to the great Deku tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the great Deku tree. The biggest quality of life... I'm going to take a minute just to talk about controls. The biggest quality of life update that this game got with this port is the ability to move the camera with the right analog stick. It's a freaking game changer, and it's fantastic. I love it so much. Like, this port honestly might just ruin, like, the original version for me. The great Deku tree has summoned you. Please come with me. I know he has. Hey, you, Mr. No Fairy, what's your business with the Deku tree? Without a fairy, you're not even a real man. What? You've got a fairy? Say what? The great Deku tree has actually summoned you? What? Why would he summon you and not the great Mido? This isn't funny. I don't believe it. You aren't even fully equipped yet. How do you think you're going to help the great Deku tree without both a sword and a shield ready? What? You're right. I don't have my equipment ready, but if you want to pass through here, you should at least equip a sword and a shield. Sheesh. Alright, well, before we can go talk to the Deku tree, we need a sword and a shield. And I love how this game... Some of these old games were kind of brutal in this regard, where they don't tell you shit. And so, this is another one of them things where the game doesn't tell you where to get said sword. Not at all. You're not allowed to leave the forest. The great Deku Tree said that if a Kokiri leaves the forest, he or she will die. Look at that stance, though. I do know where to get the sword, so I'm just gonna go do that. I do remember this first little bit quite well, but later in the game, there's gonna be a lot of it I don't remember. So even the chests have been redone in the Twilight Princess style. So that's the original look, and there's the look I've got. You got the Kokiri sword on the equipment subscreen. You can select it with the cursor and equip it with the X. This is a hidden treasure of the Kokiri, but you can borrow it for a while. Be sure to practice with it before you really fight. Yeah, dude, this version might just ruin the original for me. Like, this is how, like, this is probably the closest we're ever going to get to a proper remaster to this game. And yeah, it's fantastic. I can't get over how fantastic it looks. Oops. There's a boulder there. Alright, so we've got our sword now. There was, and I believe that was like a remaster. And I do actually have some of the 3DS textures. Somebody basically took ripped all of the textures from the 3DS version and released it as a mod. And I do have some of those. It's a little bit more cartoony for my liking. But there's some of them that I really wanted. For instance, like the building interiors. This building interior is straight from the 3DS version of the game. So if I turn that off, the HD texture pack will improve this a little bit, but it looks mostly the same and still kind of blurry because really it's just an image for the most part. Like it's just a really flat looking image. So one of the mods I have is the 3DS textures, mainly for building interiors and like backgrounds and stuff. Oh, 1 rupee. Oh, there's 5. Another 5. Oh, and a recovery heart. Neat. Yeah, this version, it almost feels like a re-release almost. Like a, you know, a proper remaster with quality of life upgrades, and you know, it's nice to look at. Like the original games, the old classic games that we all grew up with, I think will always hold that special place for us. This game being one of them. But it's like sometimes I go back to some of these older games and I'm like, maybe some of these were just better left in my memory and not going back and reliving them. And this one, this version of this game is kind of an exception to that. It's really pleasant to look at. See, the one thing though is this button prompt is inaccurate for me because I have the L2 button programmed to also to the R2 button. So they do the same thing. Both L2 and R2 are Z buttons for me. because the Z button is the R button. Because that's the button you use to block, and it's just habit for me to press L2 to block rather than R2. So R2 and L2 actually have the same function for me. So the Z button is actually L1 and R1. Yeah, the shop has been completely redone. So it actually looks like a shop more than just, you know, a couple shelves. Okay, give me this. Well, all I have is enough for the shield. I don't have enough for the nuts or anything else, but the shield is what I needed anyways. Alright, Mido, get out of the way. If you want to see the great Deku tree, you should at least equip a sword and a shield. Eh? What's that? You have a Deku shield? And what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good grief. Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the great Mido, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot, how did you get to be the favorite of Saria and the great Deku tree, huh? Grumble, grumble. Get the fuck out the way. He is just jelly. The Deku stick. So, yeah, now it'll actually tell me I can set it to square, triangle, or R1. Rather than the C buttons. But then it says, you know, set it to C and swing it with C. So that's a huge upgrade for me. As one of the reasons that I never really went back and replayed this game was because this was one of those games that unless you played it on an actual N64 controller, there was just like not really a good control setup for this game. It was always very awkward. Great Deku tree, I'm back. Oh Navi, thou hast returned. Suave, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it. Suave, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task? Yes, I do, O great Deku tree. Then enter, brave Suave, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Suave. And Suave, when Navi speaks, use R3 to listen well to her words of wisdom. The Deku tree looks fantastic, dude. Like, this just looks so good. That was another mod that I forgot to mention. I have all of the enemies. And... because I mentioned the bosses and the NPCs, but also the enemies. So even just look at these guys here. Like, they're a lot... like, everything in this... in like, the Twilight Princess stuff is darker. But it brings kind of a whole different vibe to the game, and I dig it. Oof. Get that jump attack going. Alright. Well, I guess all we can do is go up. Look at this wall. The vines growing on it give it a rough surface. Maybe you can climb it, Suave. What do we got here? Found the dungeon map. So there we go. There's the whole dungeon right there. I'm going to go ahead and assume I can't go up because I can't deal with these spiders yet. The Skulltulas. So I guess the only way I can go at this current moment in time is through this door. You can open a door by standing in front of it and pressing X. Whoops. Wrong button. Ow, ow, ow. Forgive me, master. If I give you a clue, will you let me go? When you jump off a high cliff, if you hold L forward, you will roll on the ground when you land and you won't get hurt from the fall. I can't guarantee it will work, though, if the cliff is really, really high. Well, try it if you are feeling bold. Got the slingshot. So, another little quality of life update this port has. As you can see, I've actually got a little aiming reticle on the screen for the slingshot. This is usually only on the hook shot, but this gives me a reticle on the slingshot and the bow. And I specifically need it for this slingshot because with the original textures, you can see the dot is like right in the center of the slingshot. But with the mods that I have, it'll hit kind of off center. And so usually without this, if I'll miss the first like 2 shots with the slingshot every time until I figure out where it's going to land. So that's helpful for this. Oh, well, my health is already full, but cool. Oh, I got the Deku seeds. Those are my slingshot bullets. Imagine getting hit with the point of one of them. Alright, now we can deal with the spiders. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with these right now. I'm just going to go through this door over from here. Whoops. Ah, I made it, barely. What do we got in here? The compass. Now you can see the locations of many hidden things in the dungeon. That also now on my mini-map gives me the red triangle is the direction I entered the room from, and then the yellow one is my current position. So that's nice too. The Deku nuts. These are basically like flashbang grenades in Zelda. You destroyed a gold Skulltula. You've got a token proving you destroyed it. I honestly don't remember what the purpose of those is. I remember they're a thing, and I remember it keeps track of how many of them you've killed. I know there's a lot of them in this game, but I don't remember the what happens if you get all of them. I honestly have no clue. Alright, so now to get out of here, we light our stick on fire. Alright, Geronimo. Well, there's another one of these. Dun, 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 dun. There's another one right over there. Neat. Alright, so we gotta light another stick on fire. Burn off them spider webs. Please forgive me, Master. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You will never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Do you think I'm a traitor? I really don't care. I don't remember exactly like how you're supposed to figure out that you shoot that thing. I don't know if maybe the your fairy will tell you after a while or give you a hint or something. There is a decent amount of it I just remember. After you get into the water, if you hold down X, you can dive. I bet there are some interesting things underwater. Got to lower the water level so we can get underneath this rolly stick here. Really? At least I didn't take any damage. That's neat. Get out the way. Stand next to this block and grab a hold of it with X. While holding X, you can push or pull it. If you stand next to the block and press X while you are pressing the L stick towards the block, you can climb on top of it. Pay attention to what the action icon says. Oh, yeah. That timer sound is great. That worked out well for you, didn't it? What the hell is that thing? I forgot those were in this room. Okay. And now we're back into this room, just on the other side of it. So, at this point, we can't. All of these torches are too big for my stick to reach. So, let's grab a hold of this block. I know my health is low. Shut up. I should probably save it just in case I do die. So now, we grab our stick, light it on fire, use that to get over here, and there we go. Sweet. Back to full health. Okay, so 23 is number 1. Gotta remember that. How did you know our secret? How irritating. It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret Queen Goma to you. The secret of Queen Goma. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike with your sword while she's stunned. Oh, Queenie. Sorry about that. Alright, well, I've got everything's full. So, let's go. Let's get to our first boss. Once I get past this, and well, I did make it to the castle as well. So once I get to the castle, I haven't done probably any of this in like 20 years. Here's what the boss originally looks like. So, one of the issues that this mod has with this particular boss is the boss's eye will, like, turn red, and that's when you're supposed to, like, shoot it to stun it. But I don't think with this mod it ever turns red. Like how these are turning red. I don't think that's in the mod. So that's going to make this boss fight a little bit more difficult. But we can just do that as well. So when I hit it with the slingshot right there, chances are it in the stock textures his eye would have been red. I've just done this boss fight recently, so I remember how that works. But I mean the Deku nut stunning it that way would have also worked. And I wouldn't have had to worry about that. Alright. A heart container. My maximum life is increased by 1 heart. Neat. Well done, Suev. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou wouldest be able to carry out my wishes. Now I have yet one more to tell ye. I have yet more to tell ye. Wouldest thou listen? Now listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. As of right now, there is no horse mods, so the horses are still the original models and all that stuff. From what I understand, it's an issue with the way they're animated. It's extreme. It just hasn't been done yet. This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile, sorcerous powers in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is in that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. Before time began, before spirits and life existed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Din, the goddess of power. Nehru, the goddess of wisdom. And Furore, the goddess of courage. I have no idea if that's how their names were actually pronounced. Din. With her strong flaming arms, she cultivated the land and created the Red Earth. Nehru poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. Furore, with her rich soul, produced all life forms that would uphold the law. The 3 great goddesses, their labors completed, departed for the heavens. Golden sacred triangles remained at the point where the goddesses left the world. Since then, the sacred triangles have become the basis of our world's providence. And the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. Suave, go now to Hyrule Castle. There, thou wilt surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with you, the stone that man wanted so much that he cast the curse on me. You got the Kokiri's Emerald. This is the spiritual stone of the forest now entrusted to you by the great Deku Tree. The future depends upon thee, Suave. Thou art courageous. Navi the fairy, help Suave to carry out my will. I entreat ye, Navi. Goodbye. Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Suave. What do you want, Maito? Hey, Suave, what did you do? The great Deku Tree. Did he die? How could you do a thing like that? It's all your fault. Stomp, stomp, slam. What's up, chick? I'm just gonna throw your pots against the wall. Thanks. Are you going to go away? Yes. Bye. Okay, so we can go up there. That takes us into the Lost Woods, I think. Let me actually go up there, because the last time I went up there, I didn't have a weapon. So, actually, I think there's a... If I remember correctly, you can get all the way through the Lost Forest, but there's like a gate at the end that you can't get past. So we can't really go anywhere through there yet. We Kokiri will die if we leave the forest. You're not going to try to leave the forest, are you? That's what the Great Tree told me to do there, guy. Oh, you're leaving. I knew that you would leave the forest someday, Suave, because you are different from me and my friends. But that's okay, because we'll be friends forever, won't we? I want you to have this ocarina. Please take good care of it. The Fairy Ocarina. So, one of the other... Hey, thanks for the raid. How's it going, Evolving Fetus? Nice of you to stop by. I appreciate it. When you play my ocarina, I hope you will think of me and come back to the forest to visit. We winning? I guess as much as I can possibly win. Now, if only I could play the Dragon Zord theme song from Power Rangers on this ocarina. That'd be lit. Talking about grab that ocarina and just be like... That song's so cool. Oh, they are, for sure. One of the other huge quality of life upgrades that this game offers is the ability to assign items to the D-pad. So I can assign the ocarina to the D-pad, and when I open the ocarina, instead of using the C buttons, which I can use, which is, for me, the C buttons are R3, square, triangle, and R1, but that's just awkward. So you can also play the ocarina with the D-pad, which is fantastic. Oh, nice. It appears that time has finally come for you to start your adventure. You will encounter many hardships ahead. That is your fate. Don't feel discouraged, even during the toughest times. Go straight this way and you will see Hyrule Castle. You will meet a princess there. If you are lost and don't know which way to go, look at the map. The areas you have explored will be shown on the map. Press start to enter the subscreens, L2 or R2 to find the map. Yes, I got all that. I love this port so damn much. You can also customize Link's tunic colors. You can adjust Link's size. You can make his head huge if you want. All kinds of goofy shit that you can do with that. But, like, the sky in this just looks fantastic. Although I don't remember time in this field advancing this quickly. I really don't. Maybe it always has, but I seem to remember at least being able to get from the forest to the castle before it turns nightfall. So now we're just gonna, I guess, hang out in the field until the daytime when the bridge comes back down. With how quickly it went from day to night, it should go from night to day also fairly quickly. Young gal. Young gal. Yeah, I really need to give Majora's Mask another attempt, because I haven't even attempted that game in probably 20 years, at least 20 years. I think the last time I did a full playthrough of this game was when I had, back in the day when I had the GameCube, one of the things we had was the promo disc that had the 4 Zelda games on it. And I remember I beat Ocarina of Time the last time through that disc, and I probably attempted Majora's Mask one more time as well, but never beat it. I could never figure out the whole 3-day cycle thing, and just, I don't know, maybe I was just too dumb to figure it out. Alright. So, once we go in here, though, we'll see this is one of the 3DS textures, one of the 3DS backgrounds that I've got modded in here. So that's what it looks like normally, and that's what it looks like with the 3DS texture. Fantastic. Man, I am so bored. Things would sure be more interesting if there were some more troubles in the world. Hey, that's just between me and you, okay? Anyway, maybe we can let off some steam by breaking these jars. Stand near a jar and press X to lift it and X to toss it. Sure, if you don't care, then I'm just going to go in here and break all of this lovely pottery. Then I will just come in here and break all of this lovely pottery. I can believe it, because, yeah, I was never able to figure this. I even had the damn strategy guide for this game. or for Majora's Mask, and still never figured it out. I was also like 7, but you know, still. Okay, so my frame rate is taking a bit of a hit in here. Yeah, the hat is quite large. I'm gonna make a quick save here and actually reboot this game because I tried a different graphics renderer, and I think that's causing this slowdown right now. So let me just relaunch this real fast. Actually, I have to change it, then close it, then relaunch it. That's right. So let's put that back on that. Do that. One of the other huge quality of life updates in this port is there's an option to actually save the game, or when you make a save, come on, damn you. There we go. But when you make a save, instead of starting... God damn it. Instead of starting back where you left off, I really don't want that docked in here, but every time I undock it, OBS wants to focus on that instead. Okay, you know what? Here's what I'll do. We'll go display capture instead. And just do that. So give me just a second to resize this. But anyway, one of the other really nice quality of life upgrades that this port delivers is when you make a save, you don't get sent back to the treehouse. It'll actually just load your save right where, like in the last room that you entered, which is really nice. Wind Waker I could never get into. But I did play Twilight Princess a little bit, but just never finished it. I do have it. I do still have it though, and I have it for GameCube because I want to play it the, the actual way and not mirrored like on the Wii. You want to play a game? It's 20 rupees per play. Hyrule's famous shooting gallery. I remember doing this so many times as a kid. Woo! First time. Got the Deku Seeds bullet bag. Can hold up to 40 slingshot bullets. Neat. My GameCube actually doesn't read discs all that well anymore. Oh yeah, this was another one of the big 3DS texture upgrades. Look at that. Massive difference. But like any GameCube game that I put in my GameCube, you have to like power cycle the GameCube several times in order for it to read the disc. Hey, Suave, this way. The princess is inside the castle just ahead. Be careful not to get caught by the guards. Ho, 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 hoot. On this ground, time flows normally. But time stands still while you're in Lon Lon Ranch or in a town. If you want time to pass normally, you'll need to leave town. Well, well, which way are you going to go now? Hoo, hoo, hoot. No, I don't want to hear what you just said again. So you say you want to see Princess Zelda, huh? You probably heard about her in town and decided you had to meet her. Well, go home. Get out of here. The princess would never grant an audience to the likes of you. What an asshole. Boing, boing. The current time is 10:39. Alright, if we get caught by any of these guards, they're going to throw me out. So, we just take the right path, go right past them. My goal for today is to get through this castle and at least get into the next dungeon and maybe finish that before the end of the night. Because just in testing to make sure this game was going to play and the mods all work and everything like that, I played up to the end of the castle. Dodongo's Cavern, that's right. Mumble, mumble. Welcome, our ranch is so fun. Come and look around. You're not on a ranch, bud. The great Deku Tree wanted us to go visit the princess. Where do you think I'm going, bub? This guy won't get out of the way. Now, I remember this bit from way back in the day. So, right. So, I remember this from back in the day, because they don't tell you shit. But basically, once you get thrown out, I don't remember if you have to talk to that guy first or not. But once you get thrown out, you got this chick standing here. Hey, your clothes, they're different. You're not from around here, are you? Oh, you're a fairy boy from the forest. My name is Milan. My dad owns Lon Lon Ranch. Dad went to the castle to deliver some milk and hasn't come back yet. Are you going to the castle, fairy boy? Would you mind finding my dad? He must have fallen asleep somewhere around the castle. What a thing for an adult to do. Tee-hee. Oh yeah, if you look for him, I'll give this to you. I've been incubating this egg very carefully. Tee-hee. So I got a weird egg. Feels like there's something moving inside. Set it to one of the C buttons and see what happens. So now we go back again. Oh, there's not a damn thing in here. Like, I don't remember how you're supposed to figure that out. I really don't. Unless you just eventually run around until you get, and then kind of just say, well, you know what, screw it. and you like try to go back to town and look for something, and then you see the chick standing there. But yeah, that dude won't move until you talk to her. We also got to wait till the daytime, which is right now, matter of fact. Look, a chicken hatched from the egg you were incubating. It's the miracle of life. Wake up. What in tarnation? Can a person get a little shut-eye around here? Hello, and who might you be? Yep, I'm Talon, the owner of Lon Lon Ranch. I went to the castle to deliver some milk, but I sat down here to rest, and I guess I fell asleep. What? Malone was looking for me? I'm gonna catch it from her now. I messed up bad, leaving Malone to wait behind for me. She's really gonna let me have it. Yeah. Yeah, back in the day, I feel like they did a lot of this stuff on purpose just to prolong your playtime. You know, and it's like, games now don't do that anymore. It's interesting when you go back and play some of these games and you're just like, this game doesn't tell me shit. But that's just the way they were back then. The last one that I played was Twilight Princess. I haven't played any of the new ones. My oldest son actually has both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom on Switch, but I've never played them. That is true. Oh, there's a red rupee down there. Ah, damn it. At least I got the red one. I'll take two. Fun fact about this game, not really about this game per se, but when I played through Sir Whoop-Ass, there was a couple things that I could tell they definitely got inspiration from this game from, like opening the chests and such. And I was having a little chat with one of the developers quite some time back, and he was a one of the developers for Sir Whoop-Ass was an Ocarina of Time speedrunner. Oh, dude, that sounds like a nightmare, honestly. I have no knowledge or experience with randomizers whatsoever. I know this port has a randomizer built into it, but I know nothing about it. Damn it, I should have went the other way. I'm gonna have to do this all over again. Yeah, it's... well, the first time I actually went through here, just when I was testing out mods and stuff, I got through it first attempt. Let me wait till this guy goes around. Oh, okay, I got you. I have a chicken. It looks like this item doesn't work here. I don't think it's going to work again. And there's our princess. Who are you? How did you get past the guards? Because I'm a badass. Oh, what's that? Is that a fairy? Yeah. Then are you from the forest? Then you wouldn't happen to have the spiritual stone of the forest, would you? That green and shining stone? Yeah, I do. I had a dream. In the dream, dark storm clouds were billowing over the land of Hyrule. But suddenly, a ray of light shot out of the forest, parted the clouds, and lit up the ground. The light turned into a figure holding a green and shining stone, followed by a fairy. I know this is a prophecy that someone would come... I know this is a prophecy that someone would come from the forest. Yes, I thought you might be the one. Oh, I'm sorry. I got carried away with my story and didn't even properly introduce myself. I am Zelda, Princess of Hyrule. What is your name? My name is Suave Beardson. You can frame perfect side hop over their field of vision. Nice. Yes, it is. Suave. Strange. It sounds somehow familiar. I'm going to tell you the secret of the sacred realm that has been passed down by the royal family of Hyrule. Please keep this a secret from everyone, okay? No. Come on, don't be a blabbermouth. Please keep this a secret from everyone. Okay. The legend goes like this. I don't know why there's one suit of armor through that window that's all like rainbowy and shit. The three goddesses hid the Triforce containing the power of the gods somewhere in Hyrule. The power to grant the wish of the one who holds the Triforce in his hands. If someone with a righteous heart makes a wish, it will lead Hyrule to a golden age of prosperity. If someone with an evil mind has his wish granted, the world will be consumed by evil. So the ancient sages built the Temple of Time to protect the Triforce from evil ones. That's right, the Temple of Time is the entrance through which you can enter the sacred realm from our world. But the entrance is sealed with a stone wall called the Door of Time. And in order to open the door, it is said you need to collect 3 spiritual stones. And another thing is you need the treasure that the royal family keeps along with this legend. The Ocarina of Time. Do you understand the story I just told you? Yes. That's great. I forgot to tell you. I was spying through this window just now. The other element for my dream, the dark clouds, I believe they symbolize that man in there. Will you look through the window at him? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know why that suit on the right is so discolored. Can you see the man with the evil eyes? That is Ganondorf, the leader of the Gerudos. They hail from the desert far to the west. Though he swears allegiance to my father, I am sure he is not sincere. The dark clouds that covered Hyrule in my dream, they must symbolize that man. What happened? Did he see you? Yeah. It's like, there's this object, and it always seems to somehow fall into the wrong hands. Maybe do a better job of protecting it. He doesn't have any idea what we're planning yet. Yes, I told my father about my dream. However, he didn't believe it was a prophecy. But I can sense that man's evil intentions. What Ganondorf is after must be nothing less than the Triforce of the Sacred Realm. He must have come to Hyrule to obtain it. And he wants to conquer Hyrule. No, the entire world. Suave. Now, we are the only ones who can protect Hyrule. Please. Okay. I am afraid. I have a feeling that man is going to destroy Hyrule. He has such terrifying power. But it's fortunate that you have come. You must not let Ganondorf get the Triforce. I will protect the Ocarina of Time with all my power. He shall not have it. You go find the other 2 spiritual stones. Let's get the Triforce before Ganondorf does, and then defeat him. One more thing. Take this letter. I'm sure it will be helpful to you. I have received Zelda's letter. This letter has Princess Zelda's autograph. Set it to C and show it with C. So, the Mario Easter egg. Well, there you can see we've got Luigi and Bowser. And there's Mario and Princess Peach and Yoshi. So, without all of the mods, you can still see them. They're pixelated as shit. And even if... It gets even worse because this is still in 1080p. So if we go into the enhancements and graphics, we can turn this on N64 mode. So it runs in 240p, and they're even more pixelated yet. I don't think there's anything through this window. This is another character model that is just insanely better than the original. Just, that is... If you shoot in the other window, a guard will throw a bomb at you. You are a courageous boy. You are heading out on a big new adventure, aren't you? My role in the princess's dream was to teach a melody to the one from the forest. It's an ancient melody passed down by the royal family. I have played this song for Princess Zelda as a lullaby ever since she was a baby. There's mysterious power in these notes. So, the nice thing about this is that with the button prompt mod that I have, is it changes the ocarina notes to where I can, if you look right, let's see, where's my mouse? I guess it's not going to show my mouse on the screen, is it? Nope. But anyway, the left, like, 1/2 of the diamond represents the directional pad, and then the other half represents the actual buttons that the C buttons are programmed to. So square, or the up on the D-pad, right, left, up, right. So you can use either what you have in place of the C buttons or the directional pad, and the glyphs will, you know, show you both variations, which is nice. What's up, man? Thanks for stopping by. And for the sub, one of the real MVPs right there is Chase the Bass. What's going on, man? If the castle soldiers find you, there will be trouble. Let me lead you out of the castle. I don't want to go yet, though. I wanted to shoot through the other window. You brave lad, we must protect this beautiful land of Hyrule. Take a good look at the mountain. That is Death Mountain, home of the Gorons. They hold the spiritual stone of fire. At the foot of Death Mountain, you will find my village, Kakariko. That is where I was born and raised. You should talk to some of the villagers before you go up Death Mountain. Yeah, this is intense, like insanely satisfactory. You know, playing through this with the upgraded textures and frame rate and, you know, all that stuff. It's fantastic. The song I just taught you has some mysterious power. Only royal family members are allowed to learn this song. Remember, it will help prove your connection with the royal family. The princess is waiting for you to return to the castle with the stones. Alright, we're counting on you. Now, this, at this point, again, recently just making sure that this port works and, you know, the mods, you know, would be stable and all that kind of stuff. I played up to this point. So from this point onward, I haven't done in probably every bit of 20 years. That dude running around on the beams always made me laugh. I am the boss of the carpenters that Impa hired to improve this village and make it into a true city. But young men these days don't have any ambition. Do you know what I mean, kid? My workers are just running aimlessly around the village and they're not making any progress at all. Even my own son doesn't have a job, and he just wanders around all day. They're all worthless, I tell you. Yeah, look at this dude up here. Just pacing back and forth. Yeah, he probably is his own employee of the month. What should I do? My cuckoos have all flown away. You, little boy, please help me bring them back to this pen. What, are your legs broke? I don't remember how many of these chickens I need to find.
Have some goddamn faith!
I do remember how to get this chicken over here, though. Well, actually, I think these would be roosters, not chickens, but whatever. It's a flightless bird. Chicken, rooster, turkey, it's all the same shit. That's a good idea. The other 4? There's 4? Where? Well, that's an unfortunate side effect of one of these mods. The window's not even connected. I guess it's just always like that. Never mind then. Maybe that's a consequence of a higher resolution. Oh, there's a chicken up there. Out there running with the stance of a man with purpose. Lock onto the guy. I can't get down, so all I can do is look at Death Mountain. Well, that sucks. A job where you can make a lot of money without much effort is the only thing I can think of is thievery. Is that a bad idea? Probably. My little boy isn't here right now. I think he went to play in the graveyard. Yeah, that's a good spot for him. Okay, there's another one down there and one up there. Look at this dude. That's what he used to look like. Now he looks like that. Go around, and around, and around. What fun. I'm so happy. I'm a music man who loves to go around and around. Go around and around. Trying to come up with a musical theme inspired by this windmill. Going around and around and around. Yeah, good luck with that guy. Yeah, dude. Whatever that is looks awesome. That looks way cooler. Like, look at the stance and everything required to play that. That thing's awesome. Now, how in the hell am I supposed to get... over there? I don't remember. Wait, do I need one of the chickens to jump? Yeah, that's what it is. Hey, lady, I gotta borrow another one of your chickens. It's like a cooler hurdy-gurdy, and I didn't know those could get cooler. Yeah, I didn't think hurdy-gurdies could get any cooler either. I can't remember for the life of me how I'm supposed to get over there. Yeah, that just takes you back to the graveyard. Wait, I think I might remember now. Do I gotta go in this building? Nope, that wasn't it. Hi, boy. Is this the first time you've visited this village? A great woman, Impa, opened up this village to us poor folk. Well, make yourself at home. The food isn't ready yet, though. Dude, a hurdy-gurdy would be lit, but they're expensive. Nope, can't move that box. There's obviously a door up there. Maybe I just can't go back there yet. Maybe there's something else I'm supposed to do first. Because I think up there in that other building, there was that guy, like, in the shop. I think he moves after something happens. And I don't think I can get back there until then. So I think maybe collecting her chickens is going to have to wait. Chick just has a cow in her living room. Hey kid, you always enter other people's houses without permission. Didn't your parents teach you any manners? Did you see a lady behind this house? She's going through hard times. Oh well, if that lady asked you about chickens, you should listen to her. Yeah, if I could get over there to where the other two chickens are at, I would definitely do that. But right now I can't get over there. There's like no possible way I can get there. So I guess let's go this way. Have you seen Mr. Djipi, who lives in the graveyard up ahead? It's 14:51 right now, so he's probably asleep in his hut. Why don't you go out onto the field and kill some time? Here lie the souls of those who swore fealty to the royal family of Hyrule. The Sheikah, guardians of the royal family, and founders of the Kakariko watch over these spirits in their eternal slumber. Little kids can't go on the heart-pounding grave-digging tour described on the sign. Since I can't do that, I'm just imitating Djipi, the gravekeeper, all day. But with my cute face, I'm not heart-pounding at all, am I? The crest of the royal family of Hyrule is inscribed here. See if that does anything. It's the only Ocarina song I know at this point. Hey, that did something. But what though? Huh. Neat. I guess that's the mysterious properties they were talking about. The royal family's tomb. Shine light on the living dead. Well, I can't do anything there. Strong iron bars are blocking the door. No shit. Thank you. Those who break into the royal tomb will be obstructed by the lurkers in the dark. Oh, I guess that's all I had to do. Cool. I do not remember this at all. Those guys look a lot different. Okay, yeah, I do remember that. What do we got here? A new song? This poem is dedicated to the memory of the dearly departed members of the royal family. The rising sun will eventually set, a newborn's life will fade. From sun to moon, moon to sun, give peaceful rest to the living dead. This is an interesting poem, huh? Something is inscribed on the tombstone. The secret melody of the Composer Brothers. It's the Sun Song. Yeah, the Skyrim word walls. I really wish I could play the Dragon Zord theme song on that. You've learned the Sun Song. Woohoo! Restless souls wander where they don't belong. Bring them calm with the Sun Song. Alright, cool. How do I get out of here, though? I guess like that. How many times do I gotta shoot the damn thing? There we go. You defeated Poe the Ghost. Do you want to catch it in a bottle? Well, I don't have a bottle. Yeah, I'm not messing with that one. Whee! Down we go. It's kind of weird, dude. Alright. Well, that was a thing. A re-dead. Its gaze will paralyze you. If it bites you, tap any button to escape. Is that the only thing down here? Is this dude? It would appear so, wouldn't it? Well, I died for nothing. Alright, I'm just releasing a bunch of ghosts. Hey kid, don't mess around with the graves. I'm Djipi the Gravekeeper. My face may be scary, but I'm not a bad guy. Let me give you an advertisement for my side business. Djipi the Gravekeeper's heart-pounding grave digging tour. What's going to come out? What's going to come out? When I start digging, we'll find out. Do you want me to dig here? 10 rupees for one hole. Nope, nothing here. Huh. Alright. I'm sure there's probably a specific spot you can have him dig at and get something out of it, but... The Gravekeeper's diary is here. Do you want to read it? Sure. When I dug a hole, I found a treasure that stretches... boing. And shrinks. Boing. It's so fun, I'll never give it to anybody. Sure. Well, we learned the sun song. Well, I guess it's daytime now. Cool. Still no idea how I'm supposed to get over there, though. Well, I don't think there's anything really left to do here. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure at some point, after doing something, this guy moves, and I can go that way and get to the other side. So... This road is closed beyond this point. Can't you read the sign over there? Oh, I see. You're just a kid and you can't read yet. Well, you know what? Bam! Oh, this is surely Princess Zelda's handwriting. Well, let's see. Okay. This is Suave. He is under my orders to save Hyrule. Wahahaha! What kind of funny game has our princess come up with now? Okay, alright. You can go now. Just be careful, Mr. Hero. Wahahaha! By the way, Mr. Hero, if you're going to climb Death Mountain, you should equip a proper shield. It is an active volcano, after all. If you go back to Hyrule Castle Town Market, you should check out the bazaar. They sell the shield you need there. Tell them I sent you and they should give you a special discount. If you think you're good to go already, don't worry about it. Now, I'd like to ask a favor of you. No, I don't expect you to do it just because of the great tip I just gave you. I'm just asking. Have you been to the Happy Mask shop that just opened in the Hyrule Castle Town Market? Everyone is talking about it. My little boy pesters me for a popular mask, but I don't have the time to go there. So, could you go and get the mask for me next time you are in the market? If you don't feel like it, that's okay. But, well, I have no choice. This is my job. Sigh. Well, you know what, guy? I can sympathize with that. And I also know this Deku shield and the volcano, you know, this volcanic area, can get burnt up. So I probably should get the shield before I go there. Oh, there's another chicken. I'll grab him when I come back. What? What would Saria say if we told her we're going to save Hyrule? Don't care, really. So let's go back to the market, buy the shield. She'd say, cool story, bro. Yeah, that's probably about it. Well, but we'll head back to the market, and we'll see how much the mask is. Although the guy just said a popular mask. He didn't tell me which one. But we'll see if we've got the coin for that, too. Especially if Homeboy gets me a discount on the other shield. $80? Of course, I'm 9 short. Well, here's the mask shop. How would you like to be a happiness salesman? I'll lend you a mask, you sell the mask, and bring the money back here. If you want to read the fine print, take a look at the sign over there. After you've sold all the masks, you will become happy yourself. Have faith. We do not sell masks at the shop, we just lend them to you. You sell the loan masks on your...
goddamn faith!
You sell the loan masks on your own. You pay back the money for a mask, and we will lend you a newer model. You can borrow masks you have already sold again, however, you can sell each model of mask only once. Okay, well... Sure. I'll take this one. I guess my chicken's gone. Yeah, look at me go. Doesn't actually sit on his face quite right. Kind of just hovers there. I wonder if this is supposed to be like a Pikachu mask. Oh, I know where I can get some more rupees. There we go. Now I can go buy my shield. I just had to go smash some pottery. You heard about us from the guard at Death Mountain Gate? Well, I have to give you a good deal then. Well, I had like 95. I had like 95 rupees, and it took... So he sold it to me for like 50 or something like that. So that's cool. It's funny, this shield is so big he can't actually hold it. He just crouches like a turtle. But I don't want to have to rebuy my Deku shield, so yeah, we'll get this one. And it looks even worse on the stock textures. Look at how huge that thing looks. Okay, so Chick said there was 4 more. There's one. I know there's one up top by the windmill. There's another one over there. So there's like at least 2 of them I can't even get to right now. I don't remember how you're supposed to get up there. Yeah, we'll worry about the chicken some other time. Waha! Do you think you're in disguise, Mr. Hero? Oh, is that the Key Something character mask? I heard he's very popular recently. He's my boy's favorite, that Key Something mask. If you don't mind, will you sell it to me? Absolutely, there you go. My boy will be very happy with this. You really are, Mr. Hero. Wahahaha! I sold it for 15 rupees and earned a little profit. Yeah, I'll go back to the mask shop at some other point. But look at this guy. That mask doesn't quite fit on his face right, though. That's how it's supposed to look. There you go, guy. Now you look kind of like Pikachu from Wish. I should have checked to see if I have enough money for bombs, because I think you need a bomb and you blow this up and there's like a heart piece or something in it. There's something back there. I remember that much. What's up, guy? I am one of the Gorons, the stone-eating people who live on Death Mountain. Look at that huge boulder over there. It blocks the entrance to the Dodongo's Cavern, which was once a very important place for us Gorons. But one day, many Dodongos suddenly appeared inside the cavern. It became a very dangerous place. On top of that, a Gerudo in black armor used his magic to seal the entrance with that boulder. If you want to hear more Goron gossip, head up to our city. Goron City's just a little way up the trail. It won't take much longer to get there, even on foot. A small boy once chucketeth small boulders. Yeah, a little Pokemon Easter egg in there. They say that a beautiful fairy lives on top of Death Mountain. Don't you want to see her? I don't think I can go this way yet. I think I have to go... Oh, that is a fantastic view. That is just great. Just got a big Goron ass right in my face. I am standing here to shade the bomb flowers from the sun. Do you have a question for me? Ask about bomb flowers. These plants growing over there are bomb flowers. They are mining plants that grow only on this mountain. They usually grow only in dark places like caves, so bomb flowers that grow in a place like this are extremely rare. If you have the Goron's bracelet, even a little kid like you could easily pick it up with X. They couldn't have done any other view whatsoever. Hey, it's dangerous for a little kid like you to come down here. You might fall down. If I'm not mistaken, you came out here to eat the red stone. Well, too bad. It's not here. What? That's not why you're here? You're looking for a spiritual stone? You must mean that delicious-looking red stone that was once displayed here. I was so hungry that I thought it would be okay to just give it one tiny little lick, so I snuck out here, but it was already gone. I think Big Brother took it away. He always says that everyone is after that red stone. Big Brother has shut himself up in his room saying, I will wait in here for the royal family's messenger. And where is his room? Is it this one? Nope. You're standing on a soft carpet for guests. It feels so plush under your feet. Big Brother has shut himself up in his room. Oops. There we go. Let me in, buddy. What in the heck? Who are you? When I heard the song of the royal family, I expected their messenger had arrived, but you're just a little kid. Has Darunia, the big boss of the Gorons, really lost so much status to be treated like this by his sworn brother, the king? Now I'm really angry. Get out of my face. Now. Are you asking why I'm in such a bad mood right now? Ancient creatures have infested the Dodongo's cavern. We've had a poor harvest of our special crop, bomb flowers. Starvation and hunger because of the rock shortage. Rock shortage? Bro, just start chowing on the walls. But this is a Goron problem. We don't need any help from strangers. Well, you know what? Sold out? How is my letter sold out? Oh, well, okay. Let me play you a song of my people, then. Look at him go, man. Cutting a rug. Well, that's not quite what I was looking for. I wanted to hear a tune. Something from outside the mountains. Something green. Something natural. That's the kind of music I want to hear. Whoops. Look at him go. No? I feel like the one chick, Saria, taught me the one song. But I don't remember what it was. Or did she just give me the ocarina? I was just there like 2 hours ago and I don't remember. I wouldn't think I gotta go all the way back to the forest, but maybe you do. Yeah, because she taught me the song and said, you know, you'll come back and, like, you'll remember it always or something, right? What the hell was that song? You know, just for the sake of time save, I'm not going to run all the way back there. I'm going to go to the Google machine. Oh, okay. So you do have to go back to the forest. Yeah, classic game backtracking. Well, we can at least take a little shortcut to get back down the mountain. So we got to go all the way back to the forest. You know what? I'm going to try something. Because one of the, like, enhancements that this port has is, where was it? Was it in the settings? Time savers. Remember save location. Places Link at the last entrance he went through. So I'm going to turn that off. Save the game. And just restart it. Theoretically, that should load me in my treehouse. Ha-ha! Saria wanted to see you. Did she find you already? No, she did not. Can anybody tell me where she is? Now, before I forget, I'm going to turn that setting back on. Simply because it really comes in handy. Because, like, every time you save the game, it puts you back there in Link's treehouse. So if you're a ways away, it's going to take you a good, 10, 15 minutes just to get back to where you left off when you start the game back up. But, yeah, even if you were playing on an OG Nintendo 64, it's like, alright, well, I need to get back to the forest. Well, let me just save it and power it back up. What? Ah, that's why Navi's pointing me there. What would Saria say if we told her we're going to save Hyrule? So that's your hint right there that you need to go back and talk to her. Hey, over here. Hoo hoo. Good to see you again. Listen to this. Hoot hoot. After going through the lost woods, you will come upon the sacred forest meadow. That is a sacred place where few people have ever walked. Shh, what's that? I can hear a mysterious tune. You should listen for that tune too. So, yeah, he's telling you how to get through the forest. So you hear this little jingle going on. Before you walk into somewhere, it gets louder, and that tells you which direction to go. Oh, that's right. I gotta have the other shield for those, otherwise their things just break. There she is. I've been waiting for you, Suave. This is the Sacred Forest Meadow. It's my secret place. I feel this place will be very important for both of us someday. That's what I feel. Well, I feel kind of irritated. I had to walk all the way back here. If you can play the ocarina here, you can talk with the spirits in the forest. Would you like to play the ocarina with me? Sure. Okay, try to follow along with the melody I will play. Are you ready? There's the green song the Goron wants to hear. Great, great. Please don't forget this song. Do you promise? When you want to hear my voice play Saria's song, you can talk with me anytime. Holy shit, man! I played a song! That's the look on his face every time. He learns a song and stares at it like, son of a bitch! What you know about that old glory? Ah, fairy fountain. These little pink fairies give you all your health back, and if you actually have a bottle, you can catch one of them in a bottle, and it, you know, you can use it to heal yourself at a later point. So that's neat. So now we go back to Goron City. Hoo-hoo. Did you learn an ocarina song from Saria? That melody seems to have some mysterious power. There may be some other mysterious songs like this that you can learn in Hyrule. If you hold the ocarina with C where a melody is necessary, a musical staff will appear. I recommend that you play a song you know. I also suggest that you play even when a score is not displayed. Just like this. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Hoot-hoot-hoot. Melodies you have learned will be recorded on the quest status subscreen. You should memorize those melodies. I wonder if I can go down here. Because this entrance is different. Well, how neat. That takes me to Goron City, except I still can't get through here because I don't have bombs. But if I had bombs, I could probably blow that up. So that's neat. That's a neat little thing. Although that would be really beneficial now. But then again, had I bought bombs from the Hyrule Market, I might have been able to use them there. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Buy bombs as soon as possible. But I'm pretty sure once I talk to this dude in Goron City, he gives me, like, the Goron bracelet. And at that point, I can pick up bombs with it. So I'm not going to worry about buying them. at this point. So now we got to go all the way back up the mountain. Whoops. No, I want those there. There is also an autosave function. Yeah, like there's... As I play through this game, more of it's probably going to come back to me in time. It's just a lot of it I'm probably not going to remember until I get there, right? So I'm sure there's other bits of it I'm going to remember through, you know, along the way that just aren't quite there yet. They're buried deep in the cerebellum, you know? But, like, I don't know anything about speedrunning this game, but I wonder, like, if you could, like, after you talk to the princess, right? If you were to go into the market, buy the bombs, then backtrack, learn the song, and then just go straight through there, if you would bypass this entire mountain. You know what I mean? I wonder if that's a thing. Alright, let's go play this guy his green song. Down, right, left. Whoops. Oh, that was actually the right button. Right, I learned a new song, guy. Look at him go. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh! Oh! Come on! Come on, come on, come on! Hot! What a hot beat! Whoa! Yeah! Yeah! Yahoo! Hey, what a nice tune. Just like that, my depression is all gone. Something just came over me. I suddenly wanted to dance like crazy. I am Darunia. I am the big boss of the Gorons. Was there something you wanted to ask me about? What? You want the Spiritual Stone of Fire too? The Spiritual Stone of Fire, also known as the Goron's Ruby, is our race's hidden treasure. But hold on, I'm not going to give it to you that easily. If you want it so badly, why don't you go destroy the monsters inside of Dodongo's cavern and prove you're a real man? That way everybody will be happy again. If you do it, I will give you something you want. Even the Spiritual Stone. I have something for you. I'm not really giving you this in return for anything, but take it anyway. If you wear this, even a little fella like you can pick up bomb flower using the X button. And there's the Goron bracelet. Although that looks a little weird on Kid Link because he's got those, like, wristbands. Whereas regular OG Link doesn't. So that looks a little odd, but whatever. That's the thing with mods. A lot of times they're not going to be perfect. We're not going to be Kid Link much longer anyways. Once we get through old Dodongo's Cavern here in the next dungeon, then we'll be adult Link. Yeah, he taped it there, make sure it doesn't fall off. That's good. Now, I remember... One thing I do remember, I don't know what happens, but I do remember if you throw one of these bombs and land it into the Kool-Aid Man down there, something happens. I don't remember what, though. Damn it, Link. That's what it looks like, doesn't it? Look at him just... Oh, yeah! I feel like I might have to throw it from somewhere else. I don't think he's going to get enough launch from that. The way he runs with those bombs gives me Adam West Batman vibes, though. Yeah, not enough loft. There's got to be another flower bomb around here somewhere, yeah? No? Ah, there's one there. Nope, that ain't gonna do it. Where does this go? To another door. And that'll lead to another door. And that'll lead to another door. Yep, called it. Another door. Or wall, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Hiya! That is a big sumbitch. I'm working on something really cool right now, but I think it's going to take a while. If you can wait 5 or 6 years, it should be ready, okay? Yeah, sure. I suppose. Where does this go? Oh, how neat. Yeah, you gotta come back as Adult Link. The Goron Tunic. Adult size. That looks pretty nice, though. A lot better than the OG version. And we got a red potion, recovery heart, and bombs. Well, I'll take 10. That bomb is just for display. I'm sold out of real ones. Never mind. Wow. Never mind. Okay, so it's looking like the only way to possibly do this is from right here. Oh, come on. It was right there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that dude, you can get the big Goron sword from him as Adult Link. It's a big two-handed sword. I guess that does nothing. Continuing on. Maybe it's adult Link. If you throw a bomb in there, something happens. I don't fucking remember. Alright, well, let's head down into Dodongo's Cavern. Honestly, what I'm going to do, I'm going to head down to Dodongo's Cavern, and I'm going to probably save it in the entrance of Dodongo's Cavern, and that's where I'm going to call it a night. Yeet. You might have to do it multiple times, but we'll mess with that later. What's in there? Wonder if I can carry that bomb far enough. Nope. Need actual bombs for that one, I think. Oh, now we can enter the cavern. You're so smart. This little guy right here, at some point, as young Link, you can plant seeds in these little plots, and there'll be like a tree that grows there. So, to get that heart container that's up there, you have to plant a tree there as Kid Link, and then come back as Adult Link, and then you can get up there. So, it's an interesting mechanic to be able to go back and forth between young Link and young Link and Adult Link, and how certain things you have to do as Kid Link to do things as Adult Link. Let's see how this looks. God damn. It looks so blurry. And then just BAM! But that's going to be it for the night. 6 a.m. comes mighty early. Grim, thanks for hanging out with me all night. And checking this game out and reliving it with me. Evolving Fetus, I want to thank you for the raid. Lurk, thanks for stopping by as well. I will continue this on Sunday night. Maybe Sunday night, we might finally get to Adult Link. But I've still got 2 more dungeons to go through, so this might be a little slower moving than I remember it being. But either way, this is going to be fun to go back and check out and relive. Yeah, let me make a save here before I forget. And, yeah. So, tomorrow, what you got on the schedule tomorrow, Grim? But this will go into a playlist. Up there, you'll see the subscribe button, and over there, you'll see a box where you can continue to then see part 2 and 3 and all that when it comes out. Down in the description below on YouTube, I will also have a link to all of the mods that I'm using in this current playthrough, because there's, I believe, 6 of them currently that I have. So I'll have links for those. And yeah, I hope y'all are enjoying this. Starting to play through a Pokemon trading card game using the Super Game Boy. And for those of you that aren't aware of what the Super Game Boy is, because I didn't know about the Super Game Boy until recently, but the Super Game Boy is an actual cartridge that you can put. Was it in the Nintendo or the Super Nintendo? I think it was the Super Nintendo, because it's called the Super Game Boy. But it allowed you to play Game Boy games on the Super Nintendo, which was pretty lit. I didn't know about that. I just remember the Game Boy player for the GameCube. But, so yeah, the Pokemon trading card game on the Super Game Boy. And that's going to be a full playthrough, yeah? I don't know how long it'll take you to get through it, because I don't remember how long that game is. Or is that just going to be another one-off? I believe that was going to be a full playthrough. So I will be in Grim's chat tomorrow, checking that out. So Grim went through the Resistance series recently. It's cool because it gives some non-Game Boy Color games a little extra color. Oh yeah, I remember the Game Boy Color also did the same thing to some of the, you know, original Game Boy games. But The Grim Gamer, he just finished up a playthrough of Resistance. I'm just coming off of a Death Stranding playthrough and the awful GoldenEye remake. So we experienced some newer stuff, some stuff we hadn't played before, and now both of us just happen to be going back and reliving some older games from our childhood that we haven't experienced in a very long time. It's probably been at least 20 or so years since Grim or I have played through the Pokemon trading card game. So we're going into our Wayback Machine for our next handful of streams. So tomorrow, Pokemon trading card game with the Grim Gamer, and then Sunday right back here for some more Zelda Ocarina of Time. And until then, stay suave.